percentage of an amount. Hopefully you all got on well with that. I'm now looking for our plenary for some top tips. What advice would you give somebody who's not done this before to really help them to understand and know exactly what to do?
If you're finding 10%, if you're finding 5%, you could find 10% and then half it.
Good. So always start with what you know. We all know that if you're finding 10%, you're dividing by 10. So as you say, if you're asked to find 5% of something, find 10% first, because we all know how to do that, and then halve it, because half 10% is 5%. Well done. That was a good tip, good advice. What other advice would you give people who are starting out with this?
Remember to divide by what it actually is.
Can you give me an example?
So if it's 25%, remember to divide it by 4 instead of 25.
Right, good. Yeah, so if you're finding 25%, you're finding a quarter, so you're dividing it by 4. You're cutting it into 4 equal pieces. Good. That's good advice. Well done.
Just that some percentages can also be fractions. So 50% is equal to a half, 25% equal to a quarter, 75% equal to 3/4.
Good. And my advice to anybody doing fractions, decimals, percentages is to learn those, because they are such useful pieces of information. 50%, a half, 0.5, as you say, a quarter and 3/4. They're such useful pieces of information. That would be my top tip as well, to just learn those. Have those in a box in your head marked useful, because they crop up so many times. Good. Is there anything else you would advise, or do you think we've got there?
Like everyone said, I would tell them to
Good, yeah. So if you know how to do those, and everybody should know how to do those, we all know how to find 50%, because you just halve it. 25%, you put it into 4 equal pieces to find a quarter. 10% you divide by 10. 1% divide by 100. If you know how to get those, you can find any other percentage. You can use what you know and build it up. So if I asked you to find 27% of something, you'd find 25%, 1% and another 1%. If I asked you to find 55% of something, you'd find 50% first, 10%, 5% and put the 5 and the 50 together to make 55. Just use what you know and build it up to find the bits that you don't know. Okay? Good, well done.